Hi, I'm Becky and this is Cyrus and we're from Valley STEM. Last week we learned the basics of internet security, but this week we're going to go a little deeper into computer science and answer a question a lot of adults still have. How does the internet work?
Of course, the first thing we need to do is define the internet. Imagine you and 5 friends are in a classroom, and anyone in that group can pass notes to anyone else in the group at any time. The internet is just like that, except instead of friends, you're computers. And instead of being in a classroom, you're spread all across the globe. You can still all share information with each other, whether that's through radio waves, like Wi-Fi, or through huge cables underneath the ocean. The internet is what we call that global network that allows us all to connect with each other. It's all the physical stuff.
Like how your friends pass notes in a classroom, computers on the internet share information with other computers. Let's see how this works in real time by heading to nitrotype.com/race. It'll take you to an easy online game where you'll play against someone else. Try it once, then come back.
So what did we see there? We saw an example of how computers communicate. Imagine you're at a restaurant. We'll call you the customer or client. Because you're the client, you're gonna ask your server for an order like pizza. And because they're your server, they're gonna bring that to you. It works the exact same way on the internet, where there are 2 main types of computers. Clients, like yourself, who ask for information, and servers, who in return give it back. That's exactly what happened in the activity we just did right there. You, the client, asked for information like the game and how the other players were doing. And in turn, the server gave you that, and hopefully at the end, a score.
What's important to remember is that these clients and servers are all across the world. The internet's so fast these days, everything seems instant. But really, information is being passed from personal computers, big server rooms, underwater cables, and even satellites. So what seems as simple as pulling up your email can actually be a worldwide thing.
But don't just take our word for it. Try it yourself. Go to this website, link in the corner. It's going to show us all the places our data reaches when we, the client, request something from a server. Try the websites we put on the screen. If you're having any trouble, refresh the page. Hopefully, you saw that when you ask for information, it bounces all around the world before it reaches its destination.
But when everyone around the world is asking for and sending information all at the same time, it's hard to send things in one big chunk. So the server takes what you're asking for, a document, a YouTube video, an embarrassing photo of you when you're a kid, and shreds it up. Each shred, which we'll call a packet, is then sent to you individually, one piece at a time. When the computer gets every packet, it then reassembles them to give you your content. Each packet becomes like a car on the superhighway of the internet, driving to the server when you want something and then driving back to you with your content.
So you have that document I was asking for?
Yeah, sure. 1 second.
So will this just rearrange itself?
Yep.
Great, thanks.
But how do packets know where to go? Well, every computer on the internet is given an address, just like your home. But instead of a few numbers and a street, it's just a bunch of numbers. This is called an IP address.
That was a lot of stuff we just explained to you. Let's do a quick recap. The internet is just a bunch of computers all connected to each other around the world. They're connected through Wi-Fi, cables, and satellites, but all that matters is that they're connected. There are 2 major categories of computers on the internet. There are clients who ask for information, and servers who give it back. The information itself is bounced all around the world. It truly is a global network. The information is split up into packets. It would be really difficult to send an entire movie all in one piece. The data always knows where to go by your IP address, which is like your home address, but when you're online.
But the internet is huge and there's still a lot more to discuss. So if you're part of our school or library programs, please return to the digital session. If not, and you have any questions, feel free to ask us at questions@valleystem.org. We'll be happy to answer them. See you next week.